Financial analyst Keith Springer, Smart Money Time. Good morning, Keith. First of all, how's the Dow doing now? We went down yesterday. We thought we might start up, and we're up 36. You know everything.
Not a bad morning. We got a little bit of fluttering back and forth. You know it's going to be up, going to be down, depending on what they do in Washington. If these guys can get it together, we'll see a big shoot up. If we get another day where they just say, well, we can't see eye to eye, we'll continue back down until they finally get a deal for us.
Yeah, nice to see us back up over 13,000. No, that's great. Much in the news these days is student loans, and I think people are surprised by how massive that number has gotten. Student debt, the government's talking about getting involved. How does the market look at this as a problem? Does it impact everybody's wallet?
It really does. It's a $1 trillion problem. Now, that's trillion with a T. That is a massive problem because what the government has done over the years is they've cut subsidies for colleges. So they've allowed anybody who simply joins a community college, even for a semester, gets a student loan as a student, and then they don't have to continue being a student. And recovering this money is becoming more and more difficult. It's a bigger problem than credit cards. It's going to become a massive problem as the years go on. And the government sees this and is actually fighting against the tide, but ahead of the process, but instead of waiting for it to be a bigger problem. So they're going to start taking money out of your paycheck like taxes. So they're going to allow to take up to 15% of your income, just like they do for taxes, to pay for student loans. They do this in the UK. It's what they do over in England, and it works pretty well.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's talk cars here for a second. We were just talking about Ford and how they're taking over Lincoln. What else is going on with auto sales?
You know, auto sales have been better than expected. We've got record sales, the best in about 4 years. A lot of it has to do with low interest rates. The Fed's continued bond buying and their quantitative easing, their stimulus program, pushing mortgages down, but it's also keeping interest rates down for any consumer device, including cars. So it's really spurring growth in car sales, which is good because, you know, car sales is a big part of this country. Hopefully, if we can get the housing sales picked up, then we can get employment picked up, and that will really make a difference.
All right, everybody run out and buy a house and a car. That's what Keith Springer says. Thank you, Keith. Yeah, nice to see you. We'll talk to you again later in the week. And if you have any questions for Mr. Springer, send them to money@fox40.com. You can just pick up the phone and call him during the day. Keith would be happy to talk to you. 916-925-8900.
And now here's Sheldon Norvis in the Atlantis Reno Traffic Center.
I got a trouble spot right in the heart of Fair Oaks.